this Vikings defense, if they want to see more passes, if they want to face more plays that they can draw up some of these coverages and blitz schemes, they've got to do a better job on early downs against the run.
Back to the ground, Gainwell. This time they do a good job against the run. Jonathan Grenard there to drop him for a loss. You know, the Steelers, the first 3 games of this season, second worst in the NFL under 3 yards per carry, but they're over 5 today. And Mike Tomlin's team starting to smell 3-1.
This is a really good sign of things to come for Pittsburgh.
Just 4:20 to go. Hayward in there as a fullback. Johnson will take the fake. Rodgers sets up and throws incomplete. Wanted to reward Skoranek for all the dirty work he's done today. Incomplete though, and 3rd and goal with 4:17 on the clock. This would be a big stand of a field goal if Minnesota could pull it off here and keep it a 2-score game.
Yeah, Skoranek, it runs a nice route, and I think Rodgers just knows he missed one. Listen, we showed the casual Aaron Rodgers on the tush push, just give the old casual first down. But I'll tell you what, at his age, man, this guy, he wants to compete. He wants to win. He still's got that fire going, man. He wants to finish this thing right.
Pressure coming after him as he zips it to Gainwell. Stopped by Smith. It's 4th down and goal. Doesn't seem like you gain a whole lot by kicking a field goal here. Don't you need to go for it?
Yeah, I think you go for it. You don't want to make a 2-possession game a 2-possession game. Granted, right? Everyone at home is like, well, it's a touchdown and a field goal. But right now it's about, with just over 4 minutes, how many times do you think Minnesota can possess the ball in order to come back from behind? So
they're going to kick, but you go for it. Worst case scenario, you've got the Vikings backed up at their own 2.
Yeah, I think you can see the offense, Rodgers, everyone, they're fighting to stay on the field. I don't know if they can make up their mind. They originally kept the field goal unit off. Then they called him on, and now I think maybe Aaron Rodgers and the offense won this battle with Mike Tomlin because they're staying on the field.
Yeah, just worst case scenario here. You're still up 2 scores, but you got the Vikings backed into their own end zone. So the offense will go for it after the Vikings use their 2nd timeout. 4:14 left to go, and Rodgers and the Steelers trying to put this one on ice. Here we go. 4th and goal from inside the 5. Metcalf one-on-one to the top. It's a handoff, and Kenneth Gainwell will fight for the goal line and get stopped short. So the Vikings defense comes up with a stop. 4:09 left to go. Stays a 10-point game. The Vikings will have it at their own 1. Interesting. Try to run it in from there.
Yeah, so I like the idea of going for it, right? Rodgers was pushing. He's fighting for it. I think you're putting the ball in Rodgers' hand there. Give him an opportunity to go scramble drill. He's been one of the best over his career at that down in the red zone. Just a simple handoff. As well as you've been running the ball, it just doesn't give you a lot of second options if you don't get the perfect look. And trying to reach, gets marked down. But like you said, this is worst case scenario now, and I don't think if you're Pittsburgh you mind. You got a 2-score lead, and they got to go 99 to get their first touchdown. So I think you're in good shape.
Just outside of 4 minutes, 1 timeout. Trying to get some breathing room. Mason will do just that. 5 yards to the 6. This is where you would love one of those big play superstar receivers to break one off. And Jefferson and Addison. Jefferson had a huge first half. Only 1 catch in the second half. And in Addison's first game of the season, 3 catches total. Addison to the near side. Jefferson to the top. 3:40 left. Steelers bringing pressure. Wentz finds Jefferson. First down to the 17.
Now they got to go. Or we got a Steelers player now down, so that's going to stop the clock. If you get into 2nd or 3rd and long, a field goal doesn't kill you.
1st and 10. It's blown coverage, and it's Addison. He's down the sideline. He will take it inside the 5. Peyton Wilson saves a touchdown. And that tackle not just saves a touchdown, but it's going to kill, 20 seconds.
It's an unbelievable effort there by Wilson. Remember, their starting corner, Brandon Eccles, he just went out the previous play to injury. Now all of a sudden they're just a blown coverage, but look at this effort by Wilson to at least make him run another play.
At least.
Run another 2 plays.
Wow, what a huge play by Peyton Wilson, one of the fastest linebackers in the NFL. Tracks down Jordan Addison. And then Patrick Queen with a tackle on the first play here at the goal line.
They got to get going here again. They want to score on the plus side of that 2-minute warning, if at all possible. So they got to get going here.
2nd and goal, 2:20. Wentz in zone, broken up and incomplete. James Pierre getting his chance with the injuries. And the touchdown-saving tackle has killed off 45 seconds and added 3 plays.
I'll tell you what, man, it's those hidden effort plays in a game that you just never know when they're going to come. Really impressive by the young linebacker. And now this sets up a really critical moment. I think you have to go for this here in 2 downs. You can't guarantee that you're going to get this close to score a touchdown, even if you do somehow get the ball back and get another possession.
3rd down an issue all day for the Vikings. Broken up again. Juan Thornhill this time. 4th down and goal. Offense does stay on the field.
In the last 2 plays, it just looks like Carson Wentz is just staring down where he wants to go with the ball. Every offensive play caller, they have your gotta-have-it moments, your best plays when you need them the most, and this needs to be your best call.
Last hope for the Vikings. 3 to snap it. 4th down and goal. Wentz rolls. Wentz will dump it off for Jalen Naylor, and the Vikings do find the end zone. It's a touchdown, and it's a 1-score game with 2 minutes left.
Well, I'll tell you what, they needed their best play. They got it, because this play design by Kevin O'Connell was awesome. Jalen Naylor, he started all the way on the backside and ran behind the line of scrimmage and became the front side flat outlet for Wentz. And look, he starts over here, and he's going to just find his way back to the front side of this play action and just come right out the front side, right in front of Carson Wentz.
For his first touchdown of the season, and 2 touchdowns in this 4th quarter for the Vikings, from down 24-6 to within 3 with 2:08 left. Still though, Peyton Wilson's tackle shaves off a minute of game time. Here we go, try it again. Dove on by Roman Wilson. So 2:07, they'll have the timeout and the 2-minute warning, and we'll have a chance to get the ball back here, although with not a whole lot of time.
Yeah, you just got to keep playing. You just never know. I mean, you see crazy things happen all the time in the league. Nice job there by Roman Wilson, the little sidewinder spinner. Can't tell you how stressful that play is. I've lined up on my fair share of hands teams over the years, Joe, and I tell you what, I'll go across the middle all day, every day. The anxiety of standing there as that ball's coming at you is pretty incredible.
You have no idea what the ball's going to do.
Especially nowadays.
49-yard line. Gainwell. 4 yards. To the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 out of the 2-minute warning.
Just taking the moment in, man.
1 timeout for the Vikings. First down pretty much seals the deal for Pittsburgh. They have run the ball better today than any other game this year, and this has been the guy. Kenneth Gainwell breaks a pair of tackles, stays in bounds, stopped by Pace. He's close to a first down. What a run.
What an effort all day by Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, he looked like he was going to lose 3 yards. Just continues to run through contact, and then, tell you, for a minute there, I think everyone on the Pittsburgh Steelers sideline is like, stay in bounds, stay in bounds. But now brings up 3rd and short. In my mind, this is 4-down territory. So take a look. I mean, he's dead to rights in the backfield. Wilson's got him. He just can't bring him down. Couple bad angles, and Third and short.
I feel like you should have a shirt that you wear all the time that says 4 down territory.
Well, I mean,
this is always 4 down.
This is a no-brainer, right? I mean, if you don't, you've got two. With the way they've run the ball, you've got 2 downs. They're going jumbo personnel. Number 74, Spencer Anderson. He's played a lot in this second half as the jumbo tight end. You've got 2 downs to get a yard, and Minnesota doesn't get the ball back.
All right, so they've used their last timeout, 1:52. Pittsburgh trying to seal the deal. And now timeout, their last.
Pittsburgh, their third and final.
The Vikings keeping their hopes alive in this game. We were saying at the start of the last drive, you need a big play. You need one of those guys, Addison or Jefferson, to hit it, and they did with Addison. What happened, though, for the Steelers?
Yeah, so they're in quarters coverage on this side, and this is cover 2 over here. And for whatever reason, Chuck Clark and Darius Slay, they both just sit flat-footed. There's no one else even on their side of the field outside of, just a little check down there by Naylor. So I'm not exactly sure why in that situation you're not playing top down, everything in front of me, and they throw it short, just rally tackle and keep the clock moving.
3rd and 1. Gainwell. Not going to get it. Dallas Turner stops him. 4th down and about a foot. So they can run it down to about 1:10 here.
Yeah, and remember, no one has any more timeouts. So Pittsburgh can't even take their time here to think about it. Play clock's running, so they got to make a decision and stick with it.
1 play to ice it, or for the Minnesota defense, 1 play to give them a shot.
Yeah, this is not. This to me, I'm not even considering it.
Hustling up to the line.
Hustle up there. You got to get half a yard. This feels like no snap, no play.
Well, the play clock is run out.
It's taking a delay game. That is.
To you, this is a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Minnesota, you get a half a yard, and the Minnesota Vikings never possess the ball ever again.
On a day where you're averaging 5 yards a carry.
I know, you can't let the 3rd and short play when they don't get any yards. You can't let that spook you. You've been good all day with Kenneth Gainwell running the ball behind this offensive line and the big tackles, and man,
you're going to choose to give the ball back to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
I don't get it. Now listen, they can still win the game, but it doesn't mean the outcome doesn't mean the decisions are correct. We saw the other night on national television, Dan Campbell keep his offense on the field, and it worked.
Waitman just pounds this one through the back of the end zone. So the Vikings down 3 with 1:01. Get the ball back here.
Right, and you gained 19 yards of field position, right? The ball, say 20 yards. The ball was at the 40 before the delay of game. So the ball on 4th and 1 was at the 40. They needed to get to the 39, and now the Vikings possess the ball with over a minute, down by 3 at the 20.
Carson Wentz, in his 2nd start, is the quarterback of the team that he grew up rooting for. He's got 2 dangerous weapons to the top here in Jefferson and Addison. They need to get to about the 40-yard line to get to within Will Reichard's range. First play of the drive. Wentz given time to the sideline. It is a juggle. Did he keep his feet in? James Pierre's.
Tell you what, that was an unbelievable play by Pierre to undercut that route. Just doesn't get it quite.
The field of an interception is under further review.
I don't think
I'm not sure.
Got 2 in.
Yeah, you got to get an angle. All right, this will tell us. When does he actually possess the ball? It's hard to see.
It's less evident on that replay that he didn't possess it the whole time. Can't tell there either. And again, the call on the field is that this is a good pick. Haven't seen anything yet to overrule that.
I mean, from everything we've seen, he has full possession of that ball. I see nothing to suggest he double catches that ball, because depending on when they say he gets it, that left foot's on the ground.
It's an incomplete pass.
Wow.
So they saw something.
Wow.
Again, in real time, I was wondering, and there, let's see.
Oh, there you go. That's the angle right there. That's the good angle. By the time he does second catch it, that left foot was on, the right foot was already off the ground. So they can marry those two images together, and that last angle that we just got showed it pretty clear.
Man, how many times have the Vikings been resuscitated today?
Wow.
Mike Pereira, what do you think?
Yeah, we actually thought incomplete right off the bat with the line feed. You could see there was a clear bobble and that the back foot seemed to be up. So although I was like you, is it? And we never got really a good look at the ball and some of the replays, is it? And then the great shot that says, nope, he did not have control.
All right, so after all that, it's just an incomplete pass. 58 seconds. 2nd and 10. Extra man comes. It's picked up, so he's got time. Flag down, and it's an incomplete pass. This is going to go on Pittsburgh. Intended receiver Xavier Scott.
Yeah, they're going to get defensive holding. Scott was grabbed off the line.
Holding. Defense, number 6. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
By Patrick Queen.
Yeah, he's lined up here. You'll see him. He's walking down. He's going to match up right here in the slot. And I think he's lucky he does grab him. I think if he doesn't grab him, he's going to run right by him. And lucky that wasn't a big completion. I don't think Minnesota needs to force the ball here outside the numbers. On the last 2 plays, the Steelers defense really left the middle of the field pretty much wide open. You got 54 seconds. A chunk play here is more important than trying to get out of bounds.
Well, again, last week, Reichert hit from 62. We need to get to the 44 for that. Here's pressure. Wentz able to stay on his feet with another flag, and now he's sacked by Herbig. That might have been a free play. Like Pittsburgh was lined up offsides.
Offside. Defense, number 90. Was in the neutral zone with the snap.
That is back-to-back penalties on the Steelers. 48 seconds. It'll be 1st and 5 at the 30.
Yeah, but 5-yard penalties, when you're really just worried about bleeding the clock, actually doesn't kill you, right? So they've given up 10 yards on the last 2 plays, but you've ticked off a lot of time off the clock. So not that big of a deal if you're Pittsburgh.
You've only got to go, though, 26 yards to get to where Reichert hit last week. Again, inside, but just to give you an idea, not that far. Once again, given time. Here's Xavier Scott with a first down and out of bounds, 43 seconds.
Can you imagine how excited this crowd's going to be if that kicker comes on the field to try to send this thing to overtime?
This is what Reichert did last week. The controlled conditions in Minnesota had plenty to spare. They're just hoping for a chance to repeat that. The folks here saying we've waited eternity to get our first game in Ireland. We could get extra football.
This is so good.
43 seconds, 1st and 10.
This is where that pass rush. TJ Watt now lined up on the right tackle, not the left like usual.
Wentz is pressured. Wentz throws it away. Herbig is on him. Shouldn't that be grounding? Hawkinson in the general area, not close enough.
They're going to get him for grounding. See Herbig, he just comes on the loop inside. Wentz doesn't even see him. He
intentional
can't
grounding.
Take sacks.
Offense number 11.
And this will be a 10-second runoff with it.
The penalty also includes a 10-second runoff. Please sit.
7th sack of the day for Pittsburgh, the biggest one yet.
So now they can't think out of bounds. They've got to think chunk play. Try to pick up some of this yardage. If you get too focused throwing the ball outside, it just makes the field way too small.
It was Herbig who had the strip sack. It led to the game-winning touchdown last week. Putting Minnesota again on the brink. Getting the play clock reset to 30 seconds. 2nd and 26. They got to get all the way out to the 49-yard line just to get a first down here. They'll go underneath. Hawkinson toppled at the 36. Under 20 seconds. No timeouts. Spike it, and they'll have one play to get a first down. So it is 4th down and 13 coming here with 14 seconds. No timeouts. First order of business, you got to get a first down.
Yeah, you got to get a first down and you got to get out of bounds. At 14 seconds, needing this many yards, you don't have enough time to complete anything in bounds and run. So this ball has to be thrown at or past the first down marker. And you got to get out of bounds. This is.
You got 2 to snap it.
You're going to have to be perfect here.
And they got to delay a game. It was as if they weren't thinking at all about the play clock. The flag is already down.
Delay game. Offense.
It's as if they totally forgotten about it.
What are they doing? You clock the ball on 3rd down. It's not a timeout. Right, so often after the quarterback spikes the ball, the urgency in the huddle, everyone gets back in the huddle and they take their time. They almost treat it like they called timeout. That play clock, it's going to snap right back, and they just keep going backwards.
14 seconds, 4th and 18.
So everything, if you're Pittsburgh, everything underneath, short, inside the numbers.
Wentz stepping up over the middle. It's broken up. Deshaun Elliott knocks it away and seals the deal for the Steelers, who will get their first win overseas. They've done their best through the years to stake claim to Ireland, make the Steelers Ireland's team, and sealing that with a win here in Dublin today.
Yeah, whether this ball was completed or not, it was going to be the final play of the game. Even if somehow he fits that in there to Addison, there's no way they're going to get up there and have enough time to clock that ball. So just a really good effort there. I mean, the decision of Tomlin, it worked out in this case. He trusted his defense, put him out there, but after a couple penalties, it was the pass rush, really the story of the entire day. They forced the intentional grounding, and that pretty much all but did it.
Well, the defense had 5 takeaways last week to get them the win in New England. They have 7 sacks today to lead the way in this one. Pittsburgh improves to 3-1, while the Vikings suffer their first loss in Europe in their franchise's history here in their 5th game, and they fall to 2-2 on the year.